Hi everybody, it's Julie, and I am here with a share of my first junk journal for my Etsy shop. And this has been an exciting week on my YouTube channel. We hit 800 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so excited. And more on that later. Let's go ahead and look at this junk journal. So it's hard to look at this and call it junk. But when you see what's in here and what I've used, you know, some person's trash is another person's treasure. Or we can take some trash and turn it into treasure. So here I have my Peacock and Lace junk journal. And it has 2 signatures. It is full of places to write and tuck and put secret memories and thoughts, and it could be used for just about any kind of journal. So this is the Jimmy Carter book that I got at the 99-cent store, and I covered it with this Peacock adhesive backed material. Then I glued on the cheesecloth, and then I made this card, and so it's a Project Life card with some lace and some paper lace and a piece of torn cardstock. And then one of the napkin embellishments that I made using packing tape. Down here we have some a repurposed earring and one of the little peacock feather charms that I made with nail polish. I'll put a video for that down below. And when I say I'll put it down below, it's probably going to be in a couple days. I'll get the videos all put on. So here is the gold trim, and right here we have my signature ... So you know, and then some more. That's life, and then some. So, and then also a peacock feather, and you can leave that in, or it is just put into this pocket. You could take it out. So I have closed it with this ribbon that I got in the yarn section at Michael's a while back. And I got it in every color. Love it. And so, over here I have attached with a ring closure a charm that I made out of repurposed jewelry. And I also added a couple of those nail polish charms. And then this is the earring that I painted with nail polish. And I'll have both of those tutorials below. The tutorial, how I made the charm and the nail polish tutorial. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to let go, and she's going to she's going to open, because she is very chunky. Being my first, and there was so much that I wanted to put inside of here. And when I was trying to edit it and make it smaller, it was like, no, that has to go. No, that was made special for this book. So anyway, so you open it up, and I have used peacock scrapbook paper for the inside and added lace. I used this, let's see if I can find the metal. It's here somewhere. I used this fun polka dot duct tape to give a little more strength to the spine. And then I put a peacock feather inside this cellophane packaging, and just thought that that was really fun to have to open. Okay, I have this saying. It's Peacock is the earthly manifestation of the phoenix. Like the phoenix, those who wear the peacock feather can rise from the ashes. Now, I've made this little embellishment here, and I've attached it with washi tape because this might not pertain to everyone, but it says, as we've rose anew from the ashes of our past, we will share love with more than just each other. We are a blending family. As we embark on our new lives together, we will guide our children to a path that shows as a phoenix does. We will all rise from ashes and become even more beautiful. Sisu. So this was given out at our daughter's wedding. I love this peacock. I love this saying and this idea. And so I went ahead and decorated the back of this embellishment. If it does not pertain to you, let me know, and I'll just glue this down. And it will just have this part here, but I did want to put that in there, so it's very special. I backed it with coffee dyed paper, stenciled a clock, and added, every time you see this, it is decoupaged on. It's a piece of the material that I fussy cut and decoupaged on, and I'll have the decoupage video attached below. So here I've added a things to do, coffee dyed things to do list, and some book paper that has been painted and ready to write on. And so we have a side border band here with lace just sewn onto the paper. I've added, this material here is from a repurposed blouse that I bought. I tried it on. I love the material, and I kept saying, well, I'll wear it, but I didn't like the way it was cut, the way that it fit. So it went into the Goodwill pile, and the other day when I was getting ready to make this, I was like, oh, that material. So this is a blouse, and you'll see it throughout. And like I said, it was just tried on. There's a tuck space here, but I went ahead and just added a Project Life card, a note card, a ticket, and a golden label. I have stenciled on the back sides of the white scrapbook paper, and this one says Dream, and it has the little bird cage here. So over here I've attached a piece of a valance. I've got like 5 of these, and I just thought it was really cool. These are some of the peacock feathers from the bottom of the peacock feather, and a piece of the napkin, and we have a little tiny golden brad right here. In the pocket there is a Project Life card that says Unique. It says Unique Decor, but I like the unique part. This is from Debbie Moore, from the free papers that were in the magazine. It was this magazine here, Bringing Inspiration to You, issue 37, Debbie Moore Paper Crafting Magazine. And I love it. It came also with a monochrome crafting CD, and then a whole bunch of papers that I've taken out, but I used the peacock here, and I just cut it out. So let me show you. These are the papers real quick, and they did not make it into the book, which means there will be another peacock book probably. Okay, so that's from there. This is from a peacock cardstock book that I got a number of years ago. So those are just in there. And then it's on this 6x12 paper. So half of it's here and half it's in the back. And it's from Downton Abbey. And I got that at Tuesday morning. And I loved it because it had peacocks on it. On some of them, but this is kind of an illusion of a peacock. Here is one of the peacocks that I did with the packing tape method. I've added a tag book, just 2 tags with a little green ribbon and another Project Life card. Here is a square doily, or half of it, with some decoupage. We have a scrapbook paper here, and I've attached one of those little peacock feather charms, and I've just attached it with the blue ribbon to the lace, directly onto the lace. I've stenciled the back of this scrapbook paper. Here we have ledger paper with the little embellishments, and this has one of those recollections that you get in the box of the photo box, the one that's more expensive. And then I've just added some journaling lines here, and here's a ticket with the nail polish feather and a gold dot from Target. And we just have a little piece of stationery that is coffee dyed, so that gives you more room to journal. Lots of places to write in this book. Here we have a graph index card, coffee dyed, stamped blessed. The corners are punched out, and a book page. And I left the chapter 7 because I just thought that was really cool. This is a lace doily and a piece of lace from the tablecloth. Here is an insert. It's in between some acetate that my dad gave me that is very, very old, and I just love what this paper had done. I stamped on it. I added a little file folder style label on this side, and it goes over the top. So this is holding in a book page. It's been stamped. Also has some coffee dyed lace tablecloth. We have a bookmark and a file folder in here, so you can go ahead and fold it up or leave it open. And I've just put a pocket on here to hold, so it can hold some more stuff. And I stamped it with the peacock feather. Here we've got a little charm that came from the wedding section at Michael's. It has stamped love on one side, and I made a peacock feather on the other side. Added trim, and then up here, the corner, I've ruffled some of that blouse material. I've made a pocket here, and it also has a bookmark. Those who bring sunshine to the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. James Barris. Okay? Or Barry. James Barry. Okay, so those just slip inside here with the tuck spot behind it. And we have a wrapping paper file folder made with a memory dex die and another Project Life card that is stamped and decoupaged. One of my favorite stamps, Follow Your Heart Wherever It Takes You. This is an old, close to my heart wooden stamp that I love. I made these embellishments, these heart embellishments, to use throughout, and added one of the gold tags with the peacock feather painted from nail polish. So this is the middle of the first signature, and I've also added those to the ties. I have an embossed glassine bag here, and this really cute note card. I've had those for years. That's coffee dyed. Added this stamp. Actually came from a swap. There's the end of my last name there. Live, Love, Dream is from the Debbie Moore kit. And April Travel Expense Record. And I've decoupaged part of I fussy cut from the blouse and decoupaged it on here. So, and then there's also a book page in this part. Over here is one of my favorite embellishments that I made for the book. I've sewn some lace, a piece of that teal cardstock. It says Time to Relax, and there's a little feather, and one of those charms is just tied on to some coffee dyed paper. And the coffee dyed paper that I've used is also dyed with this teal paper. When I was dyeing it, I noticed that it was turning everything teal, so I started putting it with the paper. So you'll see it on the coffee dyed paper. Here I have a banner made with that packing tape technique, so it's a napkin. I've added embellishment here. This tag is folded in half, so from both sides you see numbers. This is just a piece of scrapbook paper giving you another place to journal. You're fabulous. Okay, this is, okay, so we have this pocket. It is an envelope made out of book paper that I've stamped. Then I made a tag, and this tag is out of a paint chip. I've added a piece of the note card, a piece of the napkin. They're glued on, and so is the gold dot, the ticket, and the lace. Then I added one of the phrases from the Tim Holtz phrase book, and I just cut it up and added it on there. So, and it's backed with graph index paper, and this is one of those secret places that you could put something that you want to keep, but maybe you just don't want everyone to see. So it's one of the secret spots. So then here we have note paper, and it's coffee dyed, and I just think it's so cool. And here's a tag made out of the scrapbook paper that I had gotten at the 99-cent store. It's coffee dyed, and then it's also distressed with the peacock feathers Tim Holtz, and I added a little piece of the blouse material here. You'll notice on the trim here are the little gold peacock feathers that I painted with the nail polish, and I almost forgot to put them in. Over on this page we have one of the flowers that I've made with the lace tablecloth and book paper, a little note card, and it's washi tape lace part of the napkin, and a butterfly. This is the happiness page. So it says think happy and be happy. And in here we have a decoupage file folder or label file, and it's on tracing paper, and this one opens up. This is a oval, and we just made a little note card. So those go in there. Down below I have one of the little peacock jewelry tags hanging down, and an arrow is stamped. This is actually a file folder. I stamped the little peacock there. This is, like I said, this is the happiness page. So happiness held is the seed, happiness shared is the flower. And I stamped it a number of times, and then there's other stamping. This is another piece of that paper that my dad had given me that was in between the acetate. This is the happiness card, and it's a stamp that I have, and I just think it's fun to fill this out. Here's one of those gold circles, and I've punched a heart out, and I just sewed the tab on, and the back is a happiness sticker. So we have a happy, I think they call this matchstick. This says so many reasons to be happy, and of course a peacock feather. So all that goes behind this file folder in the little pocket. We have lace, and the tab here is made from this pocket that I went ahead and I sewed it on, and it came over, and I just folded it and made it into a tab. So that gave us this pocket. I have an address paper with decoupaged blouse. I have a tag with the decoupage material, and the green paper that I got from Home Depot did not make it into the book, so I went ahead and I just stamped it and made it into a journaling page. I love the feel and the color of it. And then I stamped the large peacock feather on there. There we go. So this is another one of those little circle things. This is whoops, the label one. It says enjoy the journey, and this says authentic. And we have some more of that paper my dad gave me, and with a peacock feather. Down here we have an embellishment with the doily and the lace tablecloth and piece of the fuzzy cut blouse, and it says have fun. over here, the lace, tablecloth, and the heart. And in the pocket, we have, I added lace to book paper. This is a graph index card that has some music, and this is a Project Life card. And this pocket is ledger paper. Here I've stamped stenciled here and added lace to this edge because it's just scrapbook paper. On this side I've added the Peacock flash card, a bingo card that's decorated, and a piece of scrapbook paper for more journaling. We have the square doily here and the other half of the Downton Abbey. Another page that is stenciled. And then on this side, this is from that old recipe book, and it had a peacock, so you get frosting recipes. This tag from Joann's. And then over on the lace, I've attached this little, one of the gold peacock feather tags. And we have one of the hearts attached here. And there's just a little bit of blue ribbon on that paper clip. So here I've stenciled the trees, used my Martha Stewart paper punch, border punch to punch out the sides. And this is the coffee dyed paper with the green in it. And I added just a little bit of gold to the flap there. And this is a Van Gogh painting of irises card. And I just loved it because it matched and thought it needed to be in this book. And that is the other side of the packaging and the end of the first signature. So the second signature has a decoupage cover with lace and messy, really messy sewing. This, some blouse, lace, peacock feathers, napkin, washi tape. This is from a wallpaper sample book, vintage wallpaper sample book. We have some tracing paper, and I've stamped "Life is a balance of holding on and letting go." This is the blue flowers cut out from that poster in a book that I got from the 99-cent store. And we have the painted key down here. I also have a ruffle down at the bottom. So a things to do list that's coffee dyed. A piece of one of those note cards, but you can journal here, you can journal up here. And then I have a tag, live like you mean it. And it is coffee dyed, decoupaged, stamped, ribboned, and also distressed with peacock feathers from Tim Holtz. This is probably one of my favorite things that I made for this book. It is the my Eclipse inspired washi tape card. I made it because I knew I wanted to put it in this photo album. I have tutorials on the card, tutorials on putting the photo album piece in, as well as a tutorial on how you make the little feather. So this is part of that blouse and the feather charm that I made. Okay, and this is the back of it, and it's a coffee dyed graph index card. We have some index paper here. This is a page from a vintage flower book. Some more stenciling material, scrapbook paper, a tag with the peacock stamp. This is one of those wooden stamps that you get at Michael's, and a lot of times they'll have them, you know, really at the end after everything goes on sale. You'll get them for 90% off. Here we have our coloring page. It's a peacock, fresh and new in your life, and I've stenciled, coffee dyed the graph paper. I've gone around. This is the coloring page, and I brought it around, and it also is the border for this page here that holds this tag. Decoupaged banner. Here we have another one of those Debbie Moore cutouts. A couple of note cards. This card, or this tag, is coffee dyed with lace. And then just a little note card. So all those are tucked in here. Here is the 3 colors of lace, and it is attached to this paper. So where's the other? There it is. So there, that's how I attached this panel to, as I attached it to this paper by using these 3 doilies, and I glued it on here. So this paper is special. It is coffee dyed and then dried on a charger plate to get that embossed design. And here we have another peacock feather. It is in, I call this a sleeping bag envelope because after I made it and put all this on here, it looked like a sleeping bag. And then we have a tracing paper file folder, a project life card, and there's the peacock cut out of the poster. And I couldn't find the perfect place for it, but I thought it could be a bookmark. It might be really kind of cool to have it sticking out of the top of the book and be your bookmark. You can even cut off its feet. I didn't want to do that, but when it's your book, you can. So, but I wanted to make sure that she went with it. So there's those. We've got lace over here. We have the big feathers attached to some loopy trim. This little tuck spot here was a gift in a rack. I have this diner card, also a gift in a rack, and I backed it with scrapbook paper. We have a project life card and another tag. We've got a little embellishment going on here. This is the center of the second signature, and so again, I've added the little gold tags. This is a napkin decoupaged on, and one of the hearts that I made, and it says elegant. I thought it was perfect with that. Peacock, we have the bigger lace here, and then we have this double belly band. And so what we have going on is you pull this one out this way and these come out this way. So this is paint chip that I got at Home Depot, and then I went ahead and I did messy sewing around it. And when I did that, then it actually made this part of the card stand out. Over here, I have a check register and some more of the painted book paper. And those are behind here. So they go behind both. There's 2 belly bands here. And this one comes over. Oh, it's also backed with material. This one comes over and it goes under this one, and that helped keep it in there. It's the other side of the charger plate embossed paper and some stamping. We have another paper clip holding a ticket that says sweet, an embellished project life card, some scrapbook paper, and some book paper, and this is grid paper here. And this scrapbook paper is taken and it's folded and it's over both sides. And then we have a note card here and some more stamping. I've added a pocket to this page so that I could add this index card, project life card, this little ticket, and some ledger paper that is stamped with the peacock feather. Okay, and on this one, I've just tied on a piece of the blouse and tied on some other ribbon here on this loopy trim. Okay, stenciled on this page. There's actually a hummingbird on this stencil, but I didn't stencil, I just stenciled the flowers. So this page is a side pull, or that's what I call it, and it's on graph paper, and I didn't want to really, because you can use that for journaling. I have a paper clip here that has the heart that's painted with nail polish. This really pretty Project Life card. I have a ticket on the back. I have taken this peacock and attached it here, and this paper folds out and gives you a whole lot of room. It's coffee dyed for journaling. This peacock is from out of a magazine that I cut out many years ago when I was decoupaging everything. This is an old Fuller Brush receipt that I was gifted. And I'll just put that like this. It goes on like that. Okay, and then on the other side we have a piece of scrapbook paper, and we have this peacock. This is from the flashcard box. It's the cover, and I made an embellishment here, added amazing, and it has another one of those secret pockets, and it's got the blue striped index card, and it just goes right in there. Here's the other side of the photo. These are some paper, a tag, and some lace. This is a paper clip that I made, and I added the little flowers, the lace, the tablecloth, and the book paper. And then inside we have enjoy. Enjoy is my favorite word. It will be somewhere in all my projects, along with the bling bling bling. And then we have this little tiny 2-page booklet that you can write some secret thoughts in. And so that goes there. We have some coffee dyed paper that says notes. When you open it up, it's stamped, and it has a little embellishment there. So that just goes right there. I'll fix that in a minute. Okay, we have some more ledger paper, then some trim, and I added the blouse there. Here is the peacock done with the packing tape technique and then put on packaging, and then I made a tag to fit in it, and I'll put that video down below as well. Behind it we have a tag made out of wallpaper, a little coin envelope, and a From the Kitchen of. More tracing paper. What would you attempt to do if you knew you would not fail? And then here we have note paper with Follow Your Dream, a tag. This is a file folder, but I've left it open because I wanted that to show. We have a coin envelope here that I folded up and made it this little, I made a little tuck pocket. It has a little ticket and one of those little label books. And this one I've gone ahead and put some lines in it. It says reading list. And there's a little banner decoupaged on. There's a ticket and another peacock there. Some blue material here. And that is the finished, and this is the back of the book. So there you go. My first junk journal. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. In the comments, tell me what was your favorite and that you liked in it, that you liked in this book. If there's something that you would like to see, please also put that down below. My Etsy shop, this will be available in my Etsy shop. Hooray! And total labor of love. Yes, it took quite a while. It has overtaken our house. As you've seen in the videos, I've been in the kitchen. I've been in here. In the middle of it, we did some stuff with the she shed. I moved I moved my craft room around so that I could start making these and access the items easily. But anyway, she is finished. She is chunky. She is ready for a new home. So again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Oh, wait. Along with the charm and this book, the recipient will also get this little flowish junk journal. And I'll just quickly kind of give you an idea. I made the junk journal and then I filled it with the things that were left over that didn't make it in the big one. So it's going to go along with this one. There is a video of it empty and then of it filled, and I'll put those down below as well. So now for reals, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Any comments, questions, suggestions, something you'd like to see, put them down below. Also, don't forget to join my Facebook group, Scrap All About It. It is a closed group, but once you ask, I'll let you in, and you can share what you make and your ideas, along with I'm able to share more things there, and still pictures and things like that. So yeah, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And we have over 800 subscribers. Thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you for watching this whole video. And don't forget to subscribe. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.